Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, a coat drive working to keep children in our community warm. We'll have details on how you can help.
And behold, it was breast cancer.
Also tonight, the story of one man's cancer journey saving his sister from suffering.
But first tonight, a string of fires this morning had LFR on its toes in the frigid air. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. 2 out of the 3 fires were caused by items placed too closely to heating units.
And with colder weather here, it's a great reminder for all of us to be extra careful. Here's the latest on the fires and some advice as we get ready for the winter months. A fire started in a motel room Tuesday morning at the Deluxe Inn off Cornhusker Highway, causing nearly $75,000 in damage. The call came in around 10:30 a.m. after a passerby called 911 after seeing smoke coming from the building. Battalion Chief Kurt Faust said the fire was started by combustible material such as a suitcase and clothing that was sitting up against the heating unit. He explained the heating unit turned on and got hot enough to ignite the materials. No one was in the room when the blaze started, and no one was injured. Less than 4 hours earlier, there was a fire at a warehouse near North 56 and Fletcher. Officials say some boxes were stored too closely to a heater at Daco Services. There was minimal damage, and no one was injured. LFR says it's that time of the year to be aware of how closely things are placed to any heating unit.
Every year around this time when we start using fireplaces, anything that generates heat, space heaters, to just use some caution, use a little common sense. We're looking at about an 18-inch barrier between whatever makes the heat source and combustible materials.
And the third fire started around 4:30 a.m. Tuesday. More than a dozen units responded to this home near South 27th and Franklin, with flames coming out of the second story of the house. 4 people evacuated, along with several pets. All are expected to be okay. Officials tell us this was caused by a bad electrical cord next to an AC unit. There was around $50,000 in damage. Faust says it's a good time to check your heaters and smoke detectors to make sure they don't have any issues.
Check the batteries, check your smoke detector, and I'd also throw out to, when you check your batteries, to check the age of your detector. We're finding that the sensor life will actually cause an alarm on a residential smoke detector.
And again, the good news, no one was hurt in any of those fires. Now new details on a deadly crash that happened last month.
32-year-old Marciana Nielsen was cited and released for misdemeanor motor vehicle homicide. LPD says a motorcycle hit her vehicle when she was turning near Northwest 19th and O Streets. That motorcycle was driven by 45-year-old Jeffrey Zieger. He was taken to the hospital where he died from his injuries. Nielsen was also cited for possession of marijuana. In health news, one Nebraska family is sharing the importance of genetic testing to prevent cancer. As we raise awareness for breast cancer this month, although rare, men also need to check themselves for breast cancer.
Channel 8's Ariana Martinez spoke with one Lincoln man about how his cancer diagnosis saved his sister.
It was intense pain, about dropped me to my knees.
After finding a painful lump in his breast, Robert Zarek wanted it removed.
Lo and behold, it was breast cancer.
Breast cancer is less common in males than females, but it does happen. Doctors at Nebraska Hematology Oncology suggested he and his family do genetic testing.
I came back positive for this BRIP1 gene, increased the chances in females of breast and ovarian cancer.
His brother was negative, but both sisters were positive for the gene. A positive test doesn't mean you will have cancer, just that you're at a higher risk.
My oldest sister, Kathy, went and got tested, and she came back positive. So she got a hysterectomy, and unfortunately there was beginning early stages of cancer in her fallopian tube.
I asked Robert what this genetic testing meant for him and his family.
Meant everything. I mean, it's unexplainable. I mean, it's kind of, to me, it's God working in mysterious ways.
Catching a cancer early is absolutely the best thing we can do.
He says genetic testing is easy. It's just one blood test. But the results helped save his sister from going through what he went through.
Because cancer sucks.
The genetic testing is really, it's revolutionized a lot of medicine in so many ways.
NHO understands that a cancer treatment center is not always the most inviting location, and it can be intimidating for many. So this is why they expanded their services into the support center right across the street to be able to offer more support groups, specialized care, and genetic testing to the community.
It's my job to counsel patients through the results that they receive, whether they are positive or negative, and make sure that they fully understand what that results mean for themselves as well as their family members.
Not all cancers are hereditary, but genetic testing is a good way to get ahead of any potential concerns.
We generally say that 10 to 15% of cancers are caused by a gene being passed down through the family.
The support center will have a grand opening November 3rd. You're invited to come in, learn more, and help prevent cancer.
The good thing about me getting cancer, I guess, and doing the genetic testing is that it caught my sister's cancer in the early stages to where it was easier to deal with.
Reporting in Lincoln, Ariana Martinez, Channel 8 News.
And depending on the type of cancer, most insurances cover this testing. If not, it's around $250 out of pocket at NHO. With the days getting shorter and colder, some local nonprofits are adjusting their strategies to help Lincoln families.
The Center for People in Need is moving its evening food and diaper distribution hours to 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. They changed it because fewer families were coming to the center in the late evening and growing concerns of safety as winter approaches.
Safety becomes kind of a concern too, because it does get darker as the weather gets colder with ice and snow when that happens. We just felt now was probably a good time to make that change, and hopefully it works out for everybody.
And a reminder, anyone looking for assistance can still come and get the supplies they need. The center is near 27th and Superior Streets. And speaking of helping people, tomorrow right here at Channel 8, we're having our annual Bubba's Coat Drive. Just like in the past, we're having it right here at the station.
That's right. You can drop off coats as you drive through our parking lot. You don't even need to get out of your car. The Bubba's Closet program spans across every elementary school here in Lincoln. Having a coat for the winter keeps kids bundled up on chilly mornings, but it's so much more than that.
There's always an emotional, a social aspect to this need. Kids feel better about themselves, of course, when they have the necessary clothing.
Again, you can drop off a coat all day here at the Channel 8 station tomorrow. We're just south of 10th and Van Dorn. You can do it from 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., so a wide window there. Visit our website, klkntv.com, for more information.
And with record lows this morning, it's a great reminder of how important a good winter coat can be, right, Rusty?
Yeah, I had to break out my winter coat this morning just to take the dog for a walk. I mean, the cold air is here. It won't last much longer, but we do have one more morning where it is going to be very cold. Here's what the temperatures look like this morning. Lots of teens out there, and the circled spots are the record lows for this morning. Norfolk, Omaha, Lincoln, and Grand Island all checked in with new record lows. So did Hastings, but temperatures a little bit further west were warmer. There is some warmer temperature that is going to be headed our way. It's just going to take some time to get here. Outside right now, satellite and radar is really quiet, and the Beatrice cam, South 6th Street and Perkins, Schoen's roofing cam showing just a lot of sunshine out there, trying to warm things up. It's just not doing a very good job of it. 44 degrees right now in Beatrice, which is closer to our average low than it is our average high, but it is much warmer in the western half of the state than it is the eastern half. A lot of 60s to almost 70 degrees in the western half, still stuck in the 40s for eastern Nebraska. This is 5 to 6 or 7 degrees cooler for the eastern half and 5 or 6 or 7 degrees warmer for the western half. The wind is relatively light, thankfully. Goodness, can you imagine if we had a gusty wind out there this afternoon? It would be very cold. The forecast hour by hour has us once again dropping to around 20 degrees, which is similar to what we had this morning. Just the record lows are a little bit colder tomorrow than they were today, so I don't think we'll approach record lows, but it'll still be cold, and then we'll try to warm up to around 60 degrees tomorrow afternoon. We just continue to go up from there, 70s and maybe even some 80s back in the forecast. We'll take a look at that in a couple of minutes.
Quite the weather. All right, thank you very much, Rusty. The Women's Foundation of Lincoln and Lancaster County is taking strides to make women's voices heard through an online survey.
And the results could lead to more programs and partnerships that help protect women from abuse. Channel 8's Jatine Tinsley has more.
The survey is used as a measuring tool to identify the challenges women are facing. Categories listed on the survey include discrimination, abuse, and access to health care. Any woman over the age of 19 can take the survey. Chair of the Commission on Women and Gender, Kathy Umacher, hopes women participate so that shared experiences can affect change.
But I do think that for women in our community, it is a way for their voice to be heard. We so seldom hear grumbling sometimes, but we don't ever really have ways for women to feel that they can voice their concerns or really be specific about the things that are happening for them. And this is a really good opportunity for women to be able to say, hey, this is what's happening to us right now.
Previously, the survey was conducted every 10 years, but Umacher says that just wasn't enough.
When we did this survey before, we realized that there were so many things that women were going through, that there were so many changes happening related to basic needs and economics and education and reproductive rights and everything. And so we just said, you know, really, to be able to get a good handle on these things, we should be doing this every other year.
Over the years, the results have changed, and women have expressed more routinely that they face a multitude of abusive actions.
In looking at past surveys results, we are really realizing more answers on discrimination and harassment.
Umacher also says that health issues related to accessible and affordable health care, as well as the treatment of women of color while receiving health care, has consistently come up within the survey. This led the foundation to create a women's health TV series to address those issues.
So we decided to design some actual television programs that address those concerns. So the television programs that we do are called Women's Health. They're on cable channel, they're on our website, they're KZUM podcasts, that kind of thing. And we try to get guests that are experts to come in and talk to specific issues that were addressed in the survey.
After the results of the survey are compiled, they are shared with the mayor as well as other nonprofit organizations. The hope is that they will serve as a catalyst for change and build resources and partnerships around those challenges to better serve the community. Reporting in Lincoln, Jatine Tinsley, Channel 8 News.
Now, the Women's Voices survey can be taken now through winter, with the results coming out next spring. We have a link to it on our website, klkntv.com. Counterterrorism experts here in Nebraska are calling attention to a report about extremists planning attacks across the U.S.
UNO shared the report, which tracked a dramatic jump in extremist attack plots from 2016 to 2022. One of the big concerns is groups attacking infrastructure such as electrical grids. The report says 19 extremist individuals over the past 6 years were associated with the Salafi jihadist movement, and 16 were associated with white supremacist groups.
When you target things like the power grid or our transportation infrastructure, it changes the way that we conduct our lives and can impact everyday Americans and Nebraskans. And so to me, that's a threat that we should all be taking very seriously.
Researchers say the rise in certain ideologies is likely what fueled the increase in plots targeting critical infrastructure. Officials say the average American shouldn't worry too much about terrorist attacks, but be aware of these groups. We'll have much more on this story coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Still to come here on the news at 5, the website for student loan forgiveness is now up and running.
The details on how to apply coming up after the break.
The Stanley Steamer started
Now to the latest on student loan forgiveness. The federal government launched a new program aimed at relieving student debt for millions.
Ivan Rodriguez breaks down who qualifies, how to apply, and what this might mean for you.
President Joe Biden touting the formal launch of the application process for the administration's student loan forgiveness plan on Monday.
If you have federal student debt, please visit studentaid.gov.
Borrowers with federally held student loans are now eligible to apply for up to $10,000 in debt cancellation if they make less than $125,000 per year, and as much as $20,000 if they were also Pell Grant recipients. Relief is also available for graduate students and parents who borrowed Federal Plus loans if the borrower meets the income requirements.
In total, more than 40 million Americans can stand to benefit from this relief.
The Department of Education says it will email at least 8 million borrowers who will be considered for debt relief but don't need to apply because the department already has their income information. This phase of the administration's debt cancellation program is building onto a pandemic-era pause in federal student loan repayment that is set to restart in January.
The Department of Education has told us that if you apply for debt cancellation by the middle of November, you'll be able to get your student debt canceled before payments restart.
Advocates say this is an important move toward easing the financial burden of higher education on Americans.
We look at this application as the first step towards not only unleashing the full potential of borrowers and students and parents, but of the entire economy.
Borrowers looking for relief have until December 31st, 2023 to apply. In Washington, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Now, your Storm Alert team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
So some record lows this morning. They were cold, that's for sure. 18 degrees in Lincoln breaks the old record by several degrees. 21 was the old one set back in 1972. Omaha at 16, Norfolk at 15. Grand Island and Hastings tied their record lows with 18 and 20. Still waiting for the official numbers to come in from south central and central Nebraska. So we'll see if maybe they dropped off one more degree. But right now it's just dead on even with the old record lows. Outside though, trying to warm up. Lots of sunshine, a little bit of a breeze, but it's still chilly out there. We're in the 40s. It is in Aurora, 44 degrees, 43 in York, a little warmer in Lincoln at 45, but everybody just it's late fall-ish out there, and the dew point's very low. Look at Grand Island, 2 degrees below zero for their dew point, 0 in Aurora, 1 degree in York. So there is a dry layer of air right over the top of us. These temperatures and this dry air is going to stick around until probably tomorrow afternoon. Then things start to change up a little bit. And as long as that wind is out of the north, it's bringing in that colder air from Canada. So a north wind at 5, 10, 15 miles per hour. Makes it feel a little bit colder than it actually is. Wall to wall, nothing. There is not even a cloud in the sky. And how can you? With dew points that are single digits just above or below zero, there's just no moisture in the atmosphere. Where's it all at? It's over here. This is the huge area of low pressure right here, spinning around, bringing some snowfall for parts of the UP of Michigan. There's rainfall associated with this, maybe even a little shower and thunderstorm activity. But we're on the other side of this, and that's why we're dragging down that colder air, and that will continue until this takes a hike, and it's going to take some time. I think tomorrow morning we'll start off very cold. This is 7 a.m. and tomorrow morning temperatures once again right around 20 degrees, so another cold start. But then a warm front starts to come our way. That low pressure system kicks on off. We'll see a few more clouds. This is by tomorrow afternoon at noon. Notice a few more clouds. I think there's some high clouds, maybe partly cloudy skies here by Wednesday afternoon, and that warm front slowly but surely making its way to the east, and I think by Wednesday night it's just about through the state of Nebraska. That's just the sign of warmer temperatures on the way, but not tomorrow morning. I know the kids are headed back to school. My kids didn't have to go to school this morning. Tomorrow morning, they're probably going to need a heavy coat, that's for sure. Temperatures in the upper teens and lower 20s, maybe some middle 20s a little further west. So we'll say 19 degrees in Lincoln, mostly clear and cold. That record low is 12. So the record lows are a little bit lower tomorrow morning than they were this morning. So similar temperatures tomorrow morning, just the record lows are colder. 19 degrees, that north wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then I think as we head through the day tomorrow, we'll see temperatures that will rebound getting there. It's a transition day. We'll be in the 50s for Omaha and Nebraska City, lower 60s for Lincoln, Beatrice, Seward, and then middle and maybe even the upper 60s the further west you go. Kearney might even see 70 degrees tomorrow, but we'll be about 10 degrees colder in Lincoln, mostly sunny, a warmer day, southwest wind around 5, 10, maybe 15 miles per hour. Onwards and upwards. After 60 on Wednesday, 70s on Thursday and Friday, and then wouldn't you know it, back into the 80s by Saturday and Sunday. Then a cold front sweeps through, gives us a chance for some scattered showers and some thunderstorms late Sunday into Monday, which will cool us back down. Lower and middle 60s by Monday and Tuesday, and then the 50s and 60s are back for high temperatures by the middle and end of next week. So overall, a little up and down. A chilly start to the day tomorrow, back to around 60 for a high on Wednesday. And then if you're not quite ready for the cold air to be here for good, some good news for you. Thursday, Friday, and this weekend will be very, very mild.
Yes, it will. All right. Thank you very much, Rusty. A positive day on Wall Street today. The Dow gaining 338 points. NASDAQ's up 97. S&P adding 42 points. We'll be right back.
This is just
The next few days are all kind of different from each other. 60 degrees tomorrow after a very chilly start to the day. We start to warm up. We warm up to just above average on Thursday and then way above average on Friday with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. And we're not done there either. On Saturday and Sunday, temperatures will likely be in the 80s. So if you're not done with early fall yet, it's coming back.
Or if you're not done with yard work.
Oh, I've got so much leaves, so many.
Me too.
Thank you, Rusty, and thank you for joining us.
World News Tonight with David Mears coming up next. Then we'll see you right back here at 6 o'clock.
With the Channel 8 News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.